How to treat and possibly reverse your diabetes. Diabetes is one of those diseases that will not discriminate. People can be affected by this disease as a toddler and have to spend their entire life controlling their insulin levels and dietary habits, or it can strike you later in life. If you have diabetes, you need to read these great tips in the text below. A great breakfast for a diabetic is oatmeal. Be selective, though. Don't buy the kind that comes in pouches and has tons of salt and sugar in it. Buy quick oats or regular rolled oats. Make it every morning for yourself. Top it with cinnamon and apples for a tasty meal. Experiment with alternative sources of protein such as eggs and tofu instead of just eating meat. Try different foods and recipes so that you don't get bored. If you have type 2 diabetes, then it's time to say goodbye to fried foods. The blotching on most fried food is full of carbohydrates, typically has sugar added to it, and soaks up unhealthy oils. You really don't want to be ingesting any of these unhealthy things. If you feel the need for a side dish with dinner, skip the potato chips and reach for a bag of corn chips. Whole grain tortilla chips provide a ton of fiber while being really tasty. Dip them in salsa to get some vegetables, fruit, and a dose of vinegar, which will keep your blood sugar levels from spiking. Educate your children in everything you learn about your diabetes, as they may face the same situation someday. It will be very helpful for them to see the journey you have taken and learn from it so that they can avoid mistakes when they grow up. If you have been diagnosed with diabetes or at high risk of acquiring the disease, it is vitally important that you lose weight. About 80% of all diabetics are overweight. Carrying excess body fat has been proven to contribute to the development of the disease. Losing weight is oftentimes all one needs to do to completely control all diabetes symptoms. Make sure to take your diabetes medications exactly as directed. You are not a doctor, nor is anyone else giving you advice other than your physician. They tell you how often to take your prescriptions and how much you should take at a time because they know, so follow their directions. Take a thyroid test. If you are diagnosed as diabetic, find out if you've had your thyroid checked recently. Sometimes thyroid conditions can cause the pancreas to lower its production of insulin. So, getting a blood test to make sure that your thyroid is doing fine is a good idea, before you go on any medications for diabetes. No matter when you contracted your diabetes, the more important point is that you begin today in trying whatever you can to fight the disease. You can get started on leading a normal life by using the tips you learned here. Never stop learning about diabetes and always remember to keep moving forward. Discover how 93% reverse type 2 diabetes with this odd diet hack. Visit secretdiabeteshack.com. Learn how a dying grandpa was saved from diabetes by his grandson. Visit secretdiabeteshack.com. Breaking news. Uncover how a new root cause of diabetes that was discovered by scientists. Visit secretdiabeteshack.com to learn all of this, and more. Link in the description.